Alrighty, everybody, how's it going? Ben Gothard here, founder and CEO of Gothard Enterprises, author of CEO at 20, a little book for big dreams. And today we are testing out a live stream where we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to be showing you my strategy for Pinterest marketing. So let me just make sure that everything is working. And I think we are good. So let's run with it. Okay, cool. So one of the coolest things about Pinterest is that Pinterest 100% stays there. Like all of your pins stay there, right? So you can look up stuff for, I don't know, sales motivation. And you can see that this quote was posted. When was this quote posted? Okay, let's click on it. Okay, so this was posted. Wow, awesome. Okay, so anyways, we can see this was posted a while ago and it's still here. And so whenever you post things, it doesn't matter when you post them because they will be here. And so that is why I think Pinterest is so powerful, right? So you can be putting up content regularly and building up what's called boards, and then you will from there be able to just drive a ton of traffic to wherever you want. Okay, so this is a new account, a new Pinterest account. As you can see, 0 followers, 6 following because you have to, but that's about it, right? So I have 2 boards that I started working with just to show you guys examples, but let's go ahead and create a new board. Let's create a marketing board. Okay, and so now what we see is that it's a blank board. It's totally blank. Okay, so now let's go up here and let's look at social media marketing. Okay, and so what we want to do is we want to find some really good content. Okay, this looks good. We want to check and make sure that it is appropriate. Looks like it is. And so we're going to go over here and we're going to click save. Okay, and we're going to click our marketing board to save it to this board in just a second. But one thing, and here's where I want to give you my personal strategy, right? Tell us about this pin. This is how you will drive all of your traffic from Pinterest, or at least how I do it, right? And how I would suggest doing it is saying, for more information on social media marketing, join my network of 500 plus entrepreneurs called Project Egg. And then we just drop a link, projectegg.co/register, and we're going to copy that because we're going to be putting this out a lot. Okay, so we have this here. This is our call to action, and we're going to put it in the marketing board. Okay, so now if we go and check out our marketing board, we see that it has one pin, and I don't think it's loaded quite yet. It might take a second. But we see that there's this one pin here, and when we click it, it comes up here. It's very nice, and here's our call to action. Okay, so this gentleman here, whoever the optimized web is, these are the people who get the prime real estate. Okay, when you click read it, it takes you to their website. But this is an easy way to curate content and still be able to send people to your site. Now you may be saying, okay, well, how do I end up here? How do I get to this? And how can I use other people's content for that? Right? And it's a little bit of a, it's a strong, definitely a strong possibility is to use other people's credit or use other people's photos, give them credit, right? So we want to always say that credit goes to the optimized web, but theoretically you can create your own pin, and you can say, you can go grab the photos from Pinterest already, and you can say, if if you want to learn more about social media marketing, join my network of 500 plus online entrepreneurs at projectegg.co/register. And then we just want to make sure photo cred, and that's when we put there. Okay, and then here we just put projectegg.co, whatever link that we want people to go to. Okay, so we would copy this piece, and then we're good to go. Okay, so we're going to put this in our marketing board, and voila. So you can see the difference between the two, and you can see that one is from the optimized web and one is from you. And so when they go here, now you are in this prime real estate here. Okay, now you have the ability to market pretty much however you want here. Okay, so those are kind of the two options that you have. Now, how do I do it, right? Well, I like to do a little bit of both. Okay, so the beauty of being able to just repin other people's work is that you don't have to take the time to input all that. Now, it's going to be better for you in the long run to always have your own links most prevalent, but it is what it is. If you want to spend the time to build out your own links, then great. You'll have these assets going for you on Pinterest forever, or at least until Pinterest becomes irrelevant or whatever. But if you want to just do the first part of repinning other people's work and then just adding a little note at the bottom with the call to action, that's fine too. It really is whatever you want to do and however you want to go about it. That's what's important here. Okay, so let's go in and let's start looking at some, let's look at more marketing stuff. Let's go build out this board. Okay, so 9 of the strongest words in marketing. Okay, this is cool. So, for the sake of showing you what I truly think is the most effective method, I'm gonna go ahead and save these and create new pins from them myself. Okay, so we see here that this is from Jasmine Watts. Okay, now what I want to see is this. Okay, so this person's actually reusing a lot of their own content. Okay, so I might say, just for the sake of always making sure to give people the proper credit, I would probably just give this website the credit. So I'm not gonna try to pronounce that because I will butcher it, but I'm just gonna use that. Okay, so now we can go and we could batch these too. So let's get 5 different pictures and let's batch them all together. Okay. Now, I've actually seen this picture before, and I know that I like it. It's very engaging, and I think it's a good graphic, which is why I'm going to save it. Okay, so here, I'm not sure if this is the kind of graphic that I want to have in this board, because it's 50 different habits. I'm not sure if that's the most. I mean, it is actionable because people can just go and do a couple of them every day. You know what? I think it's good. So let's go grab it. I was reading some of them while I was talking as well. Like this one's kind of fluffy. This one's kind of fluffy. Write a blog and share helpful info weekly. That's not really a good actionable tip. But something like write a guest blog. I mean, I guess these are good ideas. I wouldn't say that this is particularly valuable because, for example, read a popular business book for inspiration. Okay, which book? Why am I just going to randomly get inspired? What am I getting inspired to do? Create a Pinterest profile. okay, how do I do that? So, this isn't the most valuable piece of content, so I'm not going to share this. Let's check this one out. Okay. Now, this one's a little bit more. This one's just ideas that you could use for your business. So I like this one a little bit more. I like how it's a little bit more actionable, right? Like, for example, create Pinterest infographics related to your services, products, and email opt-ins, then link to relevant pages on your website, right? So this is a good tip. Create a one-on-one guide for newbies in your industry, content marketing. That's good. This is a lot more useful and actionable, I think, than that other picture that we saw. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this, and my Billy Designs. Now, again, you may be asking, okay, well, what's the point of this? Why are we going through and doing this? I just want to show you how I do it. And it's not complicated. It really isn't. It's very straightforward, actually. What people usually get hung up on is they don't do this enough. If you want to go and approach Pinterest as far as a marketing strategy, it's a very viable strategy. You can get tons of traffic from this strategy, but you have to be willing to put in the work, right? And so I can say, for certain, one of my, and this is one example of how I use Pinterest, but one of my e-commerce stores, I actually have a whole Pinterest account with. And for each niche that we are in, because we're in a couple different niches, they're related. I don't want you to think that I'm dabbling or anything, but the niches are somewhat related. And so I have a board for each, I guess, category of products, and I'll go and find content related to those products and then sprinkle in the product pins. So I'll have some info content pins, some product pins, but the info pins, the content-based pins, I always link to a product related to that content. Okay, so you can see all of the pins are geared towards driving more traffic to my website, but not all of them are hard selling. Some of them are just hard sales. Like, this is the product, this is a picture of the product. Here's how, go get it. So that's one example of a pin. Another one, to put it more in terms of here, could be 4 ways to use storytelling to build your brand. Okay, it could link to a free ebook or an opt-in for how to tell an engaging story to capture customer interest, or something like that. Some sort of content upgrade behind it that puts them on a list that you then follow up with an automated email sequence. Or it could literally say, get my step-by-step storytelling strategy, my branding toolkit, and pay $7 and get this whole branding toolkit. And that could be a direct link from this pin. Okay, so there's many different ways to go about it. What I like to do is mix both in, because I think you can kind of test and see which ones are better, and then really focus on that, or do both and they both work and keep doing both, right? So it's all about testing. And I'm not going to say this is how you should do it, this is the best way to do it, because there's not one way to do it. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 3 years now. Come December 19, 2017, I will have officially been an entrepreneur for 3 years. Very excited to hit that 3-year mark. I don't know why, it's meaningful to me. I guess it's just kind of like I made it this far, haven't quit, don't ever plan to, and I highly encourage you never to quit either. But it's just meaningful to me. So anyways, let's keep going. So we're going to keep grabbing, let's see, share a critical problem, explain your inspiration, show your different celebrity customer story. Okay, I can buy into this. This is a good pin, and it's the same person from before. Let's go check this out. What is digital marketing? Okay, so website's main factor. Good. And there's a lot of text here, so I'm not expecting that many people to read all through this, but it's an attractive graphic. It talks about some important things, and I want to go ahead and grab this. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so we got a couple. Looks like we got 3 ready to go. Let's grab 2 more, and then we'll turn them all into our own pins. And then we'll move on after that, but let's keep grabbing this. Okay, this is a really nice infographic. I like this a lot because this gives you actual actionable posts that you can start using in your own Facebook campaign, which is always very helpful, especially if you're running out of ideas. Okay, so psychology of successfully marketing to millennials. Okay, this is great. I love the graphs, love the chart. This is awesome. Okay, this is a very, very nice graphic. So we're going to grab this. Let's make sure we know who it's from. Okay, USC. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and where's that button? Okay, no, we already have a board, but we want to go to marketing and we want to create a pin. Okay, so right here, bam, we have our description, egg.co/register. Okay, and we're gonna go check some my Billied designs. Okay, so we're gonna say photo cred designs.com. Let me just double check. Yep, okay. So great. So now we have given them what they need as far as a shout out. And we now have an additional piece of content that is sending people to the desired place. So now we're just going to do this a couple more times. Okay, and this is co/register. And you may be wondering, what is Project Egg? And that is legitimately a network of 500 plus online entrepreneurs that I am putting together. You are very welcome to join. I'm not trying to sell you on anything right now. It just happens to be the thing that I'm typing in a bunch because I want to show you how I use Pinterest and how I'm going to use it. So I'm just trying to be 100% transparent. But that being said, I would love to have you in the group and as part of the community, as part of the network. So if you do want to go join Project Egg, you can just go to projectegg.co/register. Okay, so we're going to go and give them photo cred. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Let me just make sure it's correct. Looks like I have an extra S in there. Okay, perfect. So we gave them credit. Let's put this in marketing. Okay, and let's do our third one here. Okay, so it looks like they are having a little trouble seeing who they are. So let's zoom in if we can. Okay, POCANI. Okay, that looks like who they are. Photo cred. What did I say before? POCANI. Okay. Right. CANI. I'm going to go back and check all these off camera just to make sure. But as this is live, I don't want to waste your time doing that. So, okay, let's keep going. And we're going to just keep on adding pins, keep on adding pins. Now you may say, hey, this looks really, really easy. Okay, Lori Girardi, I believe her full name is. Yes, okay. So, okay, photo cred. Okay, so zoom out. Lori Girardi. Okay, perfect. Okay/register. Okay, so you may be saying, this is kind of the same thing over and over again, to which you would be correct. That is exactly what this is. It is simply curating content in a very rapid manner that we're going to use for our purposes. Okay, photo cred, USC, perfect. participate.co/register, and good. Okay, so now we found some of our marketing content. Let's go find some networking content. Okay, so this could be a good one. How to become a master networker. Now, okay, perfect. This is exactly what I was going to say. If you've already saved this pin, it will tell you. Pinterest will tell you. So we're not going to go ahead. We're not going to save this twice. But what we are going to do is we're going to go and we're going to try to find some really nice graphics that I haven't found already. Okay, so let's keep on going. Keep on learning this stuff. And let's keep on going, And what we're going to do is, let's see. No, we don't want mantras right now. I want small business. You know what we're going to do? We're actually just going to go through all this content, and if we've saved it before, we're going to keep going. But we're going to do something cool. We're not going to look for stuff for a specific board. What we're going to do is we're going to find good stuff, and then we're going to segment it out to the specific board. Okay, so here, this one, and how to launch a business. Okay, that'd be more entrepreneurship. So we're going to save that one there. Done deal. Okay, so go. And so what we're going to do is any really good ones that we find that are not already in our board. So this one's about networking. So this is a pretty decent. I mean, this last part doesn't particularly make too much sense, but everybody knows what this person's trying to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it. We're not gonna use this one as we're not gonna curate it to the next level of saving the image and whatnot, just because I don't particularly want to align this with my brand too heavily. But I like the idea of it, so we're just gonna save it. Okay, so as you can see, I have a little bit of a, kind of tiers. Like if the content's really good, then I'll save it and repost it and give photo cred. But if the content it looks nice and it belongs in the board itself, then I'll just repin that. So that way it saves me a little bit of time. Okay, let's go check this one. Okay, see, so this is more quality. Right, or this is at least more valuable. This could definitely be something that I could see saving. And the good news for this person is that they've already watermarked it pretty hard, so that's good for them. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We already got that one. Okay, cold calling. Okay, this one could be cool. Cold calling. All right. See, okay, so at the end here, they're saying cold calling facts. I don't particularly know if these are facts. This one's probably a fact. And I'm not sure. So this one and this one aren't really facts, so I wouldn't necessarily want to claim this as my own. So we're just going to go ahead and put that here because it's a nice graphic. It gives some good information. So let's keep going. And again, none of these tactics, none of these strategies are things that you have to do, right? You don't have to do anything. I just want to share with you what I like to do in order to provide value to you. Okay, so this is from entrepreneurs. So this is good stuff. We're going to save this. Very reputable company. Going to keep going. And I like the look of this already. Okay, now there's a lot of text here. So because there's a lot of text, I'm not sure how influential it's going to be. So we're just going to save it. Okay, let's just keep on going. Ooh, hashtags for every day of the week. Oh, this is valuable. This is good stuff right here. Okay, I'm definitely going to save this. These are some great hashtags that you can use. Day-specific hashtags, that is. Okay. This really doesn't have anything to do with my business, but it might, things like that may for you. Okay, this looks like a good one. I use Evernote myself, so I feel comfortable recommending it. See, I don't actually use Zendesk, so I'm not sure how comfortable I feel recommending it. I would have to do more research on this. I have used Square. I don't use, let's see, I'm not exactly sure what they're promoting here. Dropbox, it's good. MailChimp, I've actually had some issues with MailChimp lately because I am in the, entrepreneurship and help, sometimes help make money online. Niche, MailChimp actually does not allow me to have an account on their software. So what I use is ConvertKit. So, these are good. Oh, this is a very good tool. I can stand behind Hootsuite for sure. So I don't know. I don't use all of these myself, but I use some of them. So I'm just going to repin it because this person has some good recommendations, and I feel comfortable with repinning that, but not necessarily creating my own pin about it. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, I like this. Now, see, I like it. I don't think it. I don't think it's as epic as it claims to be. Therefore, I'm not going to save it myself. Just going to repin it. Okay. And if at any time you guys have questions or you want to know something, definitely toss a question into the live chat box on YouTube, and I will very happily answer any questions that you have. I have Pinterest pulled up as the full tab, so I'll go check it every couple minutes and just see. Okay, but let's keep going. Okay, so we already have that one. Let's just keep on keeping on. If y'all have seen the Joe Dirt movie, it's a very good movie. Okay, so advantages of network marketing. Now, this one's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna touch this because network marketing is something that I have no experience in. I've never done myself, and it actually has kind of a negative connotation for some people. So I'm not going to pursue that one. I'm just going to let that one be, and let's keep going. Okay, so I was just checking for questions real quick. Okay, so I always try to think of what is actually relevant to my business. What's relevant to what I am doing? Okay, so this is very cool. I like this a lot. And what's interesting about it is that I'm actually using influencer marketing within my e-com business as well. And I actually agree with a lot of what they're saying here. Okay, so I'm going to save this image. It's a really great infographic. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, now let's take a second. Let's take a moment and put these pins where they need to go. Okay, so we're going to create a pin. Let's just see. I think we may have already put that in our board. Let's go check. Yeah, okay, we already put that in our board. So let's try this one. Okay, perfect. So here, if you want to learn more. Now this one's just entrepreneurship in general. So we're just going to switch up our plug a little bit. / register. Okay, we're going to keep going down. This was from Entrepreneur. I remember. Photo Grid Entrepreneur. So, yeah, I mean, as you guys can see and gals can see, there's really no secret here. It's just, are you going to spend the time to do this a lot? Because if you spend a couple hours every day doing this, I'm not saying you have to see results. I mean, you can just put a ton of hours in at once and then just kind of sit back and let it do its thing. I do that with my e-com business. What I do is every time I upload a new product to my store, it automatically creates a pin for it. So I can just go in and add a ton of products, let the products organically kind of get out into the Pinterest ecosystem. And then if I get sales organically from those pins, then I'll run advertising to them because I know that people want to buy it. And so, that's just a little tip there for you if that is the niche that you're in. But again, Pinterest is not specific to, it's not specific to e-com. You can use it. So, for example, right now, what I'm trying to send people to is Project Egg, my Project Egg site, right? So what that is like I was saying before, a network of entrepreneurs that are gathering together for brainstorming and problem solving and networking all together. Let's go check these sources. Influencer Marketing Hub. Okay. Photo Grid Marketing Hub. Okay. So anyway, so I'm trying to send people to my Project Egg registration page, but that's not e-com. But I can still use Pinterest for it, and one of my really good friends, he has a blog and he uses Pinterest to send a bunch of people to his blog. And so really anything that you want to use Pinterest for, it can be very, very valuable for you to do and to use. And so, I challenge you to really think, what's the one really big thing that I want everybody to go to? What's the thing that I want people to see? Where do I want to drive all my traffic? And from there, you just simply go find. So let's say you want to drive people to, let's say you have a store based around shoes. Okay, so you would go here. Now you see there's tons of people trying to promote their shoes already. Okay, so you may not want to save other people's shoes because you're trying to sell your own shoes. But something like this, the proper shoe matching guide, you could easily Photoshop in one of your shoes in there, or do something, get creative with it. You could do fashion, fashion photography or something like that, fashion tutorial, fashion tips, whatever it may be. And so let's say you sell a really high-end lady shoes. So you could say ladies fashion. Okay. And so now you could say, wow, check out this awesome outfit. My shoes go with it perfectly. Or, so on and so forth. You're going to have to get creative with it. But Pinterest is very visual. So as long as what you're selling can be visually promoted or visually displayed, Pinterest is really good. Now, I'm actually going a little bit against the grain here, because if you think about networking, let's go check out people's boards. If you're thinking about networking, then wait, that was my own board. Okay, let's see, work it daily. Okay, but if you're thinking about networking, how do you visually display that, right? I mean, these people are doing a good job, or at least attempting to, but it's like, how do you display that? You could still use Pinterest for it. You just have to get creative. Okay, so this is cool. It's like connecting people. This shows, are you networking the wrong way? You want to stand out. So, all you really have to do is get creative with Pinterest and with how you use Pinterest, and just always make sure to be sending people to where you want them to go, right? So it's not a secret, it's not a mystery, it's not difficult, it's just Pinterest. All right, so I hope this has been helpful, and I'm going to switch my screen back over to me. Okay, awesome. So everybody, I hope you have found this to be helpful. Hope you have gotten some value out of this little mini Pinterest workshop that we did live. So if you want more of these, just drop a comment in the YouTube comments below, and I will talk to you very soon. All right, have a good one. Bye.